Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a TS-5. It's a Tier 8 American premium non-turreted tank destroyer. It's located on the north spawn of Ruinberg, and this one is under the command of the Bassman from Hell. Game on. Well, this is one of the tank destroyers that was suggested whilst the Americans were actually trying to devise an assault gun that would actually knock down bunkers in Europe and elsewhere. It's got a 120mm gun which is capable of doing 400 alpha, penetrating 248mm with standard ammo, and with heat rounds that go up to 300mm. It's also got HE rounds, 515 and 16mm penetration, but obviously we can use those to shake the modules of the enemy tanks. Now this is actually a very, very tough little tank destroyer that came about, or they put into the tech tree to, well, it's not actually in the tech tree, it's a premium, but Wargaming put it in as a marathon tank, and it's actually very, very tough because there's relatively few places that you can actually pen. Oh no! That T-3485 did not expect to lose such a large amount of hit points. 375, and there we go. Oh, he blew his turret off there. Completely blew him up. Okay, these tanks are in a lot of trouble, and he fires over the dead hull of that T-3485, puts a round into the T-150. He's got no protection. This 120mm gun will just carve straight through the armour on that T-150. He's trying to move about, but there you go. He's gone as well. In fact, it looks like he was ammo racked on top because I think his turret is at an angle. Now, he's going to be exposing his flank if he goes after those guys over there, so instead he's wisely decided to go this way and try and get behind that church so that he's not going to receive shots in his flank. Okay, we've got a Tiger 1 up ahead. Now, he didn't get through him on that one. And, oh, there's a Panther over there, GW Panther. But we don't have to worry about him. Instead, go to the cupola in the IS. Yes, easy shot. In fact, the cupola on the TS-5 is one of the weak spots, but it is very difficult to hit if you keep moving about. Of course, when you're moving about, you can't get precise aims, but look at this. Oh, no, he didn't get that one in either. He blocked it, but he blocked the shots that came from the Tiger 1 and the IS. In fact, he's got a steel wall. And another cupola shot, 357. The IS is a one-shot now. Okay, you can see how vulnerable the IS is. It's such a big cupola. Unfortunately, that shot went over the top, I think. Just settle it down, that's it. And that one didn't go in either. Now, what happened to that shell? Reload time's fairly quick. It's only just under 8 seconds. Easily pens the Tiger 1. The IS has been killed. He was taken out by the Tiger 1 on our team. He's going for the front plate of the Tiger. Easily gets through that, and he gets a high roll this time. 4-3-4. Tiger's angled now, but it's not going to stop those shells going through. He's desperately trying to get behind that mound, thinking that's the smart place to be. And the AMD, well, he's living dangerously. Just drove straight through the field of fire. And I think Bassman has now decided that he wants to go after the 274A and the Britann Panther over there in the corner. And the AMD is just getting in the way. He's not actually doing anything there except being a nuisance. If he was thinking smartly, the AMD would actually be far better off going through the field at this moment because he uses his speed to avoid being shot by the enemy. But no, he is just being a bit of a nuisance. And whoa, that Tiger 1 very nicely stopped for Bassman to get round, but then the Tiger is a tier 7, Bassman's tier 8. The 274A's gone down. He can't get a shot at the Britann Panther. Oh no, the 274 didn't go down. I was looking at the wreck there and I thought that was him, but no, there's the 274A. And he takes around from the 274, but he dies. The GW Panther has just taken an artillery round, and well, he's a one-shot. And Bassman's not stopping to kill him. Come on. Oh, he missed the opportunity there. He could have got that kill. But instead, there's two enemy tanks around the corner. A Tiger P and a Pretend Panther. And he's going to be rather close to them. But I think he wants to go around this corner, and that's better. He's in good position here. Goes straight through the gun mantlet. A high roll for 416. You can see that these shells do have a lot of penetration. Don't get in the way, SU-101, please. Yep, that one went through. No roll though, 394, but only just. And, well, the Bataan Panthers makes a dash for it, but he's not going to survive. And, yeah, I'm afraid Bassman fired his gun in anger. The SU-101 got the kill. Too many tanks all going after the same targets at the same time, and they tend to block each other. And that SU-101 was blocking the Bassman. Rather unfriendly. And there's only one enemy tank there. Don't use the T-34's extra armor. No. I think actually Bassman's been upset by what the SU-101s did, and now the Tiger 1 is kind of blocking him as well. They're all heading in the same direction. They're all going after the last enemy, which is also... oh, he's been killed. I think that was the UDS-03, wasn't it? So that was the end of the game. It's a victory for Bassman. You can see a lot of hits on the superstructure of the TS-5. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. And here's the end of battle results. It was a first class tanker for the BassmanFromHell on TS-5. He did get a demolition expert for blowing that T-34-85 to pieces. His turret popped off, and I think he did the same to the T-150 as well. He got a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 6 in total. He got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game, and he also got a steel wall for blocking the most damage in that game. And his win rate from the game was 6,443, which is Super Unicum standard. But he was bullied by his own team and others, and he said top tier bullying, high caliber steel wall, you don't want none of this. Well, I can understand. It's very difficult if you've got the best vehicle in the game and you're trying to prosecute your to get the most kills and the most damage. When your own team gets in the way, that can be really annoying, very frustrating for any top player. And I can really understand why Bassman was so upset in this game, because he obviously showing it towards the end. Easily got the highest damage, 4,361 hit points. The next high scorer being the 2748 on the enemy team with 3,696, followed by the UDS-03, who was out in the field with 1,898 hit points. The SU-101 was the next one. He had 1,772, and I think, if anything, he was the one who was actually annoying the Bassman the most, other than that AMT, because he was trying to block the Bassman from actually getting around the corner, getting into a good position so he could do damage on the enemy tanks. And never more so with that Tiger P and the Bataan Panther, which, of course, Bassman could have claimed as kills. But of course he was just being stopped from doing so. When it came to kills, it was actually shared between a lot of tanks, but I'm sure Bassman would have had a lot more kills than this if only his teammates had not been trying to kill steal them away from him and block him from doing anything. 2 kills for Bassman, the SU-101, the T-44, the Scorpion, the Tiger 1, and 2 tanks on the enemy team, the 274A and the UDS-03. When it came to base XP, it was only the Bassman who really made a difference here. 1,278, which is the only player over 1,000. 779 went to the SU-101, 680 for the OI. He fired 17 shots, got 13 direct hits and 12 penetrations. A few of those shots just missed the IS altogether, and I don't understand where they went, because he aimed at the cupola, but they just missed it. I suspect that was just RNG, because he was aimed on target. But the shells just didn't hit the target, so I don't think that could be blamed on him. I think that's on RNG on this occasion, but you can see how good the penetration is on these shells. If they hit the target, they usually go through. 4,361 hit points of damage, all of it done at close range. He received 16 hits from the enemy. Only 4 of those actually penetrated, 12 non-penetrations and 1 hit by way of splash damage. The TS-5's got a very strong hull. It's very difficult to penetrate unless you aim for the weak spots, which of course between the tracks or next to the tracks on the lower plates, and of course that cupola, which is a pretty glaring weak spot, but if you keep moving, it's very difficult for the enemy to get a shot, or because it's on one side of the vehicle, if you can block that side of the vehicle with a corner or something like that, then you're okay and you're not going to get damaged. 3,620 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 5 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 154 hit points of spotting assist. I think that may be damage assist as well. He earned 123,930 credits from the game, but he got 126,965 from Holiday Ops, so his grand total was 250,895 credits. And because he used standard ammo throughout, after repair and ammunition resupply, he walked away with a massive profit of 224,659 credits. Just imagine how much more he would have earned if he had not been blocked by that SU-101, that AMD 178B, getting in his way, stopping him from getting at the enemy and forcing him to go round. He would have got many more kills. He certainly would have got the kill on that GW Panther if he hadn't gone out so wide to stop his teammates from getting in his way. He would have got the kill on that 274A if his teammate had decided to sit behind the wreck and block him from getting at the target. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he would have ended up with a score possibly in the 300,000 credits if he got those kills as well. 1,917 XP times 2 for the first victory, 192 for this being a premium vehicle. He took away 4,026 experience points all to go. And sometimes when you see battles like this, you understand this is why some players get so frustrated with their team, because their own team stops them from doing the best for their team by blocking them and trying to squeeze them out and stop them from actually playing the game. It really is ridiculous when this happens, especially when you've got a really good player being frustrated by real idiots who just want to get in the way and squeeze out one shell for themselves, or to try and take that kill and take it away from somebody who's been working at it. The baseman was the one who was working on that Tiger, he was working on that IS, he was wearing them down bit by bit, but then other people came in and kill-stealed them away from him, and yeah, it's not nice. It really is not nice. You can see here 2 tanks that he should have had to kill on, the Tiger P and the Tiger 1. Both of those should have been his. The IS, again, another kill steal somebody else got. He did most of the work on that. 748 hit points taken away by somebody else. So the only 2 tanks he killed was, of course, the ones he ammo-racked, which of course he easily got because nobody else was really in a position to actually do the damage on those ones to take them out of the game. But it really is frustrating for very good players when this sort of thing happens. Well, I hope you enjoyed this replay. I was a bit frustrated myself watching it, saying they're not letting him do it. They're not letting him do it. Really, sometimes when I see replays like this, it really does get me worked up, because I think, oh dear, if only they would let him play it properly, then he would be able to get a massive score and they will walk away with virtually no damage whatsoever, basically being carried by somebody who knows what they're doing. And yes, it can be very, very annoying. And that's sometimes why bullying happens. That's why good players tend to bully the bad players out of the way, because they just don't know what they're doing, and the top player needs to get at the enemy and do what he needs to do to get the win. So yeah, if you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And I'm going to be doing more single battle replays like this over the next couple of days, because the next client is coming in, the next update, and I need to clear all of these small 1-game replays out of the way before I can start on the new client. Thanks for watching.